Honorable Tasila Lungu. Let me see if I can tag her from here. I want to tag Honorable Tasila Lungu and all human rights organizations in Zambia and around the world, especially Amnesty International, and all human rights organizations in the world. Let us tag them, guys. And any prominent women in Zambia, let us tag them, because this is not a kidding matter. This topic is not a matter, is not a kidding matter. Let us tag the honorable women, human rights organizations, and all well-meaning Zambians. Ba John tulifia wino mulishanimwe. We are good. We are on the last Sunday of the year. Last Sunday of the year. So we'll get started. I know people are busy, people are in programs, but I'll just go ahead and make my presentation. People can watch when they have time. People can watch when they have time. I'm tagging prominent women in Zambia. People like Honorable Mutalina Lumango, tag people, guys. Chiteni tagged Wanamayo, prominent women in our country. We need to tag them. People like Wainonge Wina, we need to tag them, because these people need to be talking, but they are quiet. Because this issue of Tasila Lungu affects all women. It is a violation on all women. So women's rights, we are here. Itena want to just tag people, just share. 14 people watching. So each one of you, if each one of you share, we're gonna have more people. We're gonna double the number. So every one of you challenged to share. This page is clamped, so if you don't share, nobody will know that we are live. So if each one of you share, then people will know that we are live. So I'll get started, not to waste time, and people can... Yes, people can watch anytime. People can watch whenever they wake up. People can watch when they wake up. This program will not go away, because I'm in a different time zone, you know. I'm in a different time zone, so that's why. Otherwise, the program will not go away. People can watch when they wake up. So I made a presentation, and I'm just going to read. I'm just going to read what I wrote, and then we go from there. So first, I would like to introduce myself. I am a human rights advocate. I am certified from the United States Institute of Diplomacy in Human Rights here in the United States. I am a mother, I am a wife, I am a grandmother, and that's why I take matters of women's rights to heart. It is very a passionate thing to me. So before I talk about the DEC issuing that statement about Honorable Tasila Lungu, MP for Chawama, I would like to give a brief history about Zambia and its commitment to human rights. So Zambia has a long-standing history of commitment to human rights, both domestically and internationally. Zambia became a member of the United Nations on 1st December 1964, just a month after getting independence on 24th October, the same year. So Zambia, we have a representation of the permanent mission to the UN in New York City at the headquarters. And in 1996, Zambia demonstrated its commitment to human rights by establishing the Human Rights Commission under Article 125 of the Zambian Constitution. The Human Rights Commission mandate is articulated in the Human Rights Commission Act of 1996, and it is to promote and protect rights of all Zambian people throughout Zambia. And how will the Human Rights Commission do this? They will investigate human rights violations and maladministrations of justice, proposing remedies to prevent human rights abuses, providing education to raise human rights awareness, advising governments on policies to enhance the protection of human rights. So basically, Zambia, we are a signatory to the Human Rights Declaration. We have a commission there in Lusaka. So when we see the DEC issuing a statement about Tasila Lungu being on the most wanted person, we are worried because, number one, Tasila is an honorable member of parliament for Chawama. Number two, Honorable Tasila is on an approved medical leave. And number three, it is illegal for the DEC to start issuing a statement for a member of parliament to be most wanted when they know that she is on a protected medical leave. This is a violation of human rights for Madam Tasila, and also it's abuse. It is abuse of the human rights, and we are worried as to where the abuse of this country, abuse of the institution of government, how far they can take it if they can issue a statement that Madam Tasila, Honorable Tasila is on a most wanted list when they know that she is on a medical leave. Now, I want to say that, first of all, when you are on a medical leave, it means that you go to your employers or your superiors, you tell them your situation, and they grant the leave. So obviously, Madam Tasila had her leave approved, and she went on leave. Now, we have seen this government politically persecuting her family. Even a month into her leave, the DEC, I don't know if it's ACC or DEC, they issued a statement that Tasila, Honorable Tasila, should report to DEC or ACC for investigations. So issuing a statement on someone on a sensitive leave, such as maternity leave or family medical leave, this is a gross violation of human rights, and it also amounts to harassment and gender-based violence. Yes. So issuing a statement of someone to report to a police station who is undergoing, who is on a medical leave, and also on a medical leave, and also on a family medical leave, maternity leave and family medical leave. These two leaves are protected leaves. And I posted a statement yesterday, and I was just surprised to the amount of ignorance in our country, how people don't know what a medical leave and what a maternity leave is. Now, you must understand that because Zambia is a signatory to the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights, the following articles protect Madam Tasila Lungu on her leave. Number 1, Article 11 is the right to presumption of innocence until proven guilty. So Madam Tasila Lungu has a right to be presumed innocent until found guilty. A lot of people, they are calling her a criminal. She is not a criminal. She has just been summoned for investigations. She is a suspect. We are even saying that summon should not have taken place to a person who is on a sensitive medical maternity leave. Honorable Tasila Lungu is entitled to the presumption of innocence, publicly labeling her most wanted without due process prejudices her right to free trial. So, again, we see a violation of human rights for Madam Tasila, where people are already calling her a criminal when they have not tried her. It's just a call out, and you are labeling her to be a criminal and proving her guilty without her being in any court of law. So Madam Tasila, Honorable Tasila, is protected under Human Rights number 11. Then we come to my second point. Article 13. Madam Honorable Tasila Lungu has a right to freedom of movement and residence. So any human being in the world can live in any country they want, and they can move as they please. So all these threats online by DEC and all the people who are supporting that statement by DEC for Madam Tasila to present herself, you are infringing on her right of freedom to reside anywhere she wants in the world. Anyone can live anywhere they want in the world without freedom of, without fear of harassment and abuse. Article 25 of the Human Rights Declaration gives Madam Tasila the right to special protection of motherhood. We know that Madam Tasila went on leave for maternity leave, and DEC issuing a statement on Madam Tasila to be a most wanted person is actually terrorizing her in her vulnerable condition as a first mother taking care of a newly born baby who is covered on a protected family leave. The other thing you have to know that a protected family leave also protects your job. You have to really read and make yourself aware of the policies, the laws that protect women. For example, a woman can start with a maternity leave, which is like 3 months. And from 3 months, she can go on a medical leave, a family medical leave. So all these leaves can run concurrently. So from a maternity leave, a woman can go from maternity leave 3 months. Then after 3 months, she will go to a family medical leave for 6 months. So a mother can stay home with a newborn somewhere minimum is 3 months up to 9 months or even a year. Because if you add the maternity leave 3 months plus the family medical leave 6 months, that's 9 months already. So some mothers can stay home up to 9 months. Myself, when I was having my children, one time I stayed home for almost a year because I took my maternity leave. Then from maternity leave, the schools closed, so that was another month. So I took my maternity leave 3 months, then the schools closed, that was 1 month, so that was 4 months. And then from 4 months, I took my annual leave 6 months. So I was home 7 months. So people can take as much leave as they want, especially if they have leave days. And depending the laws of the country, like here in the United States, you have family medical leave, which is 6 months, which is unpaid, but it has job protection. So your job will be protected. Myself, I had my kids in Zambia, so I was a teacher. So it just happened that I had my child in the holiday. Then when the schools opened, I started my maternity leave. And then after my maternity leave, the schools closed. And so I was free. And then I took an unpaid leave. So I was home for over 8 months. So it is possible for someone to stay home even a year after having a child. And depending the medical condition of that person, they might not be fit to come back to work. So we would like the DEC. I would like personally the DEC to retract this statement that they have issued to Madam Tasila as a most wanted person, because this statement has adverse effect. The statement of stating that Madam Tasila, who is on a wanted leave, on a approved medical leave to be most wanted, could have adverse effect on Madam Tasila or any other woman out there. And it shows lack of respect for Madam Tasila's rights to be home and recover from childbirth. We know that these leaves, when a woman takes time to have a child, it is designed to protect the well-being of the mother and the child. And during this time, the mental health of the woman is paramount. So, by the DEC issuing such statements, they are not helping the mental health of Honorable Tasila Lungu, because these people, they started issuing these statements right when she just left for leave. 6 months ago, they issued a statement. Then a few months ago, again, they went to raid her farm. So how do you expect a mother who is just recovering from pregnancy and childbirth to recover fully when you are terrorizing her and traumatizing her and threatening her to come? And all the social media is up in arms, calling her a criminal and whatnot. This is a barbaric behavior. It is really a barbaric behavior which should not be tolerated in our country, and lack of respect for a high-profile woman. I don't care whatever accusations there are. Every human being is entitled to innocence until proven guilty in a court of law. The sad part is the DEC to issue a statement to be most wanted to a woman who's recovering from childbirth. What if Madam Tasila has a mental breakdown because of anxiety and fear of being jailed and separated from her newly born baby. Who is going to take care of Madam Tasila's baby? I don't know why you are rushing to bring her in when you know that Madam the law is protecting her to go and have the time, have her child recover and come back fully. You have started your threats, threatening Madam Tasila. Kale Mwayamba, you come back here. Come back, Madam Tasila, and face the charges. What is so important about those charges about Tasila that it can't wait? Do you know how traumatic it is to have a child? First of all, to be pregnant. Do you know how traumatic it is? First of all, to be pregnant for 9 months and then to go through labor. Your body has to go through changes and stuff. Even me, I'll be honest, when I had my second child, I went through postpartum depression. And I didn't even have a DEC issuing a statement to say, arrest Pumulos because she's most wanted. I didn't have that hanging on my head. Now you can imagine a person like Honorable Tasila, she's trying to recover from childbirth, and every day you open the news, there are threats from DEC. This is the gross human violation I've ever seen. It is a gross human violation, and every well-meaning Zambian should stand up and condemn this. What the DEC are doing is going to have a mental impact on my Honorable Madam Tasila Lungu, because she has a young child. Now she will start facing anxiety of separation from her young baby. Over what? Over what? Over what? Why are you really doing this? This is tantamount to torturing somebody. Why are you torturing an honorable member of parliament? Why can't you wait for her? Vadek, you have a hotline to the speaker. I believe Madam Tasila reports to the speaker. You can coordinate with the speaker and ask the speaker, when is she coming, so we can pursue her case. This thing of flashing statements in this media to say she's the most wanted person, you are just increasing the chances of Madam Tasila to have a mental breakdown because of you abusing her and hounding her. You are harassing her. It's gender-based violence. Now, if Honorable Tasila Lungu has a mental breakdown because of the stress and anxiety you are causing her, even if you go to court, the court will not find her. The court is going to exempt her from any legal prosecution. But again, we come to the fact that the Zambian court now is under capture. In Zambia, if you are in opposition, you can't go to the court and expect justice. No. So it is really sad what is happening. It is really sad. It is really sad. This abuse on Tasila Lungu is a gross and blatant abuse of Honorable Tasila Lungu's right to recover and raise her child in the most important stages of his life. All of you, have wives. If you don't have a wife, you have a mother, you have a sister, and you see what women go through to raise a child. Tasila does not deserve what this government is bringing to her. She is on a legal paid leave, and they must give her the respect and the space to return from her leave before they start putting these outrageous statements there. Wanted for what? Mwafiro konka aba tax evasion. How many scandals are happening right in this government under the noses of Vadek? Ama scandal with the people in this government. How many scandals are happening? But is DEC doing anything? But instead, you want to go after a vulnerable woman who is on maternity leave, paid leave, for what? So if you arrest Lungu, is it going to end the Tasila Lungu? Is it going to end the blackouts? Mwadifiro kukaka bali ku gold scandal ku airport kulia mwali bafunya ku health kwali ba scandal tamwakaka because they are in your government. Abali mu government chenu ba UPND ba dekta muleba kaka. Suji light track ya suji light yali ruba. Mwali babika pa wanted list. Mwali babika pa wanted list kuli bali iba track ya suji light. Are they on the wanted list? We don't even know their names. Kujon masausage airport kulia. To buy kata gold that you take gold take copper. Ni copper. Are the people who melted the gold, copper, whatever it is, are they on the wanted list? Black Mountain, ya kitwedia. Mwaishirefe in power banyu don yalia. The people aba pusha Black Mountain ida. We shop about a wanted list. There are so many scandals happening in your government that you should pay attention to than harassing a poor woman who is on maternity medical leave. And how much money is it? You raided her farm. Nina nusha kwata famu munan Mzambia mwebandu. Umuntu akwate kofe farm mwayakisa raid farm yakwe. Imwata mwakwata ma farm. Who is raiding your farms? It is abuse. Stop this abuse of the first family. All of you have farms over there. Opposition and the ruling, you all have farms. Who's going to a farm to seize somebody's farm? Just because mwana wa Lungu, mwachita seize farm yakwe. Bonsemo mwalikwata ma farm. Some of you mwalikwata ne mirandu. Pama farm yawe nyo mwachi, mwaba pokolola. Bambia pa mwale ufio mwana bamupera nensofu. So nga mwafuma pa bufumu. Shiri ensofu esho bale mupera. Mukofasha ninga baya shipoka as process of crime. Let us be human. Tukwati obuntu. I end here. But I am just saying, in my conclusion, this gender-based violence, political persecution, terrorism on Tasila must stop. Let Tasila recuperate from her childbirth. Is nothing special. Me, myself, when I had my children, one of my pregnancies, I stayed almost a year panganda. And I went right back to work. My job was protected. And I was an employee. I was a civil servant under the Ministry of Education. I can even show you my appointment letter to the teaching service, which was signed by the president of Zambia, Kenneth Kaunda, at that time. I had no problem at all. Narikere panganda almost a year. And I had a responsible job when I worked for Ministry of Education. I was a board accountant. So if you want to say Fiampia, I just handed over to the person who was acting in my capacity. And those people, they ran that office without bothering me. I was a board accountant at Chifubu Secondary School. I had an office na safe. I had millions of kwachas yale kalam safe. So APU yonse ne controller, exam fees, school fees, fionse nale controller. Millions of dollars were under my command. But I took time off to have my child. And I stayed home almost a year. Not even a day did anyone come knocking on my door to say Pumulo kuli problem whatever problem was happened there, they resolved it. Na le akofe fidia ngande foya nabafuluka na yamkuba poshako tuanwatina abwera. For almost a year, I stayed home. Nobody came knocking on my door because that is the law. Number law yala chingashan muzambia levu. You can't respect people's right to be on a leave and start pursuing them when they are back from leave. It's nonsense. We are not going to sit here and let this happen. No. It's uncalled for. Imagine. Infulailelo kakuli ama floods zibati ama blackout na to continue. When are they going to resolve the ZESCO issue? We are seeing all the water there now. Nemisewo, poor drainage. All the roads are being flooded. Why don't we have power? They were saying takuli infula. Number, it's raining cats and dogs. Ile loka. Ile loka number. But ama light takuli. What happened? What went wrong? You are supposed to be going kuzesko kulabali kuzesko no kwa fire. But Dek, you need to investigate what is happening at ZESCO. Not much like to investigate namayo lipa leave, maternity leave. Mule museba nye chalo chonse. Mule iseba nyake mwewene. You know, actually people are just like, wow, what kind of a government is this? People are actually surprised. People are surprised the whole world because kunovana chindika. When somebody takes time on maternity leave, Nilo suti kalamba sana. You know what will end up happening will be like Tasila is going to sue the Dek for causing her stress and drama. Stress and anxiety in her leave. Because kale bayamba. This drama has been mounting up until Nombaba issue statement. But Dek or ACC, you have been causing Tasila Lungu stress in a time when she really needs to be left alone and recover. It's a protected leave. You need to leave her alone. But you have been stressing her. $82 million gone. Tabali pa wanted list. Uriowa chinike button ukusenda $82 million. Who pressed the button to send $82 million to China? Did we see Deki putting a statement? Tasila lipa yomuntu gassing abantu bali for gassing. Have we seen a statement kuli wa Deki kufire uwachile nani kani? Uwa gassing ili abantu. Abantu bale for every day. Na tumona pa ma statement ba Deki kufire abantu bale abale ipa abantu kuma accident. It is a shame. Muna ishtisha land every day. The mines are being sold kuma foreigner every day. Land muleshtisha every day. Na tumona pa badeko kuchita issue ama statement. Have we seen badeko kuchita issue ama statement? Ukwebati nina ni uleshtisha ama mine kuma foreigner. Nina ni ule pela mopani bali pela for free. All the scandals that are happening. Ama mine yonse muzambia nomba na yafuma muzambia ni whatever. Yali mwino ya ma foreigner. Na tumona po statement ukweba tule fire ule shitanan kan. We have not seen a statement by Dek to see the one who's putting all our minds into private hands. We have not seen that. No, but I still if you are kalambanish. If you are quite state mumulole apole from her maternity. She did not kill someone. So whatever it is, it can wait. Me, I had all my children in Zambia and I stayed 9 months on leave. Na libulirama leave yonse that I'm entitled to naya kuminkana. Na dikere 9 months mumushi. All the leaves that I'm entitled to, maternity, vacation leave, plazama holiday. I stayed 9 months. So that's not strange, it's normal. Some people, they even stay 2 years. Chishu peshan. Ero ni medical leave. So she will continue on leave until the doctor clears her. So if you mule muchita stress, Katwish, I don't even know her mental capacity. I just pray that she is okay, that God can continue keeping her so she can recover mentally, psychologically, and she can deal with all this stress and embarrassment they are bringing to her. We need to pray for Tasila so that she is a strong woman and she can take care of her family. Yes, because she's the new mother and her family needs her to be strong. The child needs her to be a mother to the child. So I end here. We are going to TikTok. If you're interested to debate, we are going to TikTok and talk about this. So thank you so much. Thanks you for following, watching, and God bless you. Bye.